everything's the name. Can't do changing the game, doing my thing in my own lane. Every time you see me, I'm hitting them switches, sliding through with something super vicious. Who is this? Mr. Everything's the name. Can't do changing the game, doing my thing in my own lane. Every time you see me, I'm hitting them switches, sliding through with something super vicious. Who is this? What's going on, everybody? It's Mr. Everything, bringing you all low riders and horsepower, you dig? Rain, sleet, hail, snow, or shine, nothing and no one stops the grind. Not even the haters on the sidelines. And today, once again, it's time for the 300s, you dig? The 300 is gonna get the love for a minute, getting there all the way back together. So go ahead and hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, but if you have, thank you very kindly. Thank you for everybody who has recently and in the past subscribed, because you could be anywhere watching anything, but you right here watching Mr. Everything on Low Riders and Horsepower. So let's go ahead and get into the horsepower side of things today. Alright, y'all, at the 300. I already know how we do. If you watch the Challenger intake, this is somewhat similar. Still got the intake tube regular. It's just in a different spot than what it is on the Hemi, but still the same thing. Still gotta unscrew the areas to take off these clamps here, and then take out the intake sensor right there. And so that's where we at. Everything's a little dusty. I don't know if I'm gonna do it this video or not, but some of this is gonna have to be wiped down because it is filthy. And just like that, everything came out nice and easy. It's been a minute. I've never actually taken this intake sleeve off, or this hose or whatever. I've never actually taken this off, but came off real easy. I already had the bolt off from here anyway, so I know this is gonna be way easier than the last one, because there's no actual heat shield. It's just straight up intake tube with the cone going on the end. So about to get on into it. Alright, so I'm back, but this took a minute to get to this phase here because I had a couple of issues. When you get any kit, it might not fit perfect when it comes to the rubber that goes into the intake sensor here. That rubber, I actually had to take a little knife and kind of like cut out some of the rubber just so that it would fit, because this rubber is too tight to fit in the groove here and for the sensor to go through it. So I had to cut and do my own little thing to get that to fit in there, but it's snug, it's tight. And then it's kind of hard to get this coupler on because this coupler was pretty tight, so I had to stretch it out a little bit to be able to put it on. Now we at the cone in here, and gotta end up putting the hose back on right there. That ain't gonna be hard, so that's where I'm at now. Trying to get that on there so I can show y'all at the same time. Here we go. It's a little hard, but do it with one hand. But you know where I'm going with this, so just gotta tighten that down, and then try to wrestle with that cone and hurry up and get this thing started. Alright, now it's all on and everything like that. Now when it comes to this little hose here, basically like a ventilation, a PCV hose, you can choose to cut it down to make it fit just perfect. I didn't want to cut it at all. I like it just the way it is. If I need to at a later time, I will, but it's all good. This thing is looking nice and clean on there and fresh. Only thing I gotta do is get them leaves and all the other stuff and show it a little bit of love underneath the hood. But now it's time to see what this thing sounds like running. Now this car is super quiet. Don't got no aftermarket exhaust or nothing like that. It's the daily, but we just doing a little bit to, you know, kick it up a notch. And this thing ain't slow neither now. It ain't, you know, it's not setting no records nowhere, but on the street I have dusted off a few people a couple of times. Nothing major, but you know, don't matter whether you win by an inch or a mile, winning is winning. yeah, she ain't perfect, but she perfect for me, you did. Alright, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Short but to the point, you know what I mean? So, uh, let's see. Not too much more that I want to do to the 300 right now. I think the next video is probably going back to the lowrider because I do got that oil leak situation that I am trying to get together. I did get what I needed for that. Hopefully it is just that dipstick. Hopefully the one that I got is the right one that goes to it. And you know how that goes. I've never actually done this part as far as that lowrider is concerned, like the oil leak. But I'm gonna get it handled. You know what I mean? So that's the end of this video. Till next time. Rain, sleet, hail, snow, or shine, nothing, and no one stops the grind. Not even the haters on the sidelines. I am Mr. Everything, bringing y'all low rise and horsepower. You dig? Till next time, I'm out.